Hello there, Suryacitta here. In this session, I want to look at a metaphor that I often use this metaphor to explain our approach to practice, our approach to a mindful life, mindful living. Okay, so there are two pools. Imagine there are two pools of water, and both of these pools have rubbish around the outside of them. You know the type when pools are laying for a long time, they gather rubbish, yeah, paper cups, just rubbish around the outside. Okay. Now, let's suppose that we go to the first pool. We want to have a swim. So we go to the pool and we jump over the rubbish and into the pool, and we have a nice time. We get cleaned up, we feel refreshed, we have a little bit of fun, a little bit of, it's nice time. A time of pleasure, and there's nothing wrong with that. We all need pleasure. We all like pleasure, don't we? It's one of our gods, see? It's one of our culture's gods. It's a god of pleasure. The other is a god of comfort. I'd say another one is the god of security. We bow down to them every day. But I digress. So we have a nice time in this pool. So when we finish, we get back out, we climb over the pool, put on our clothes, and off we go. We feel refreshed. After a while, we get sticky again and want to jump back in the pool for a refreshment. The second pool, pool B, we go to that pool, and right in front of us is some of the rubbish, and we take that rubbish into the pool with us. And while we're in there, maybe having a nice time, maybe not, because we've got some rubbish with us, but the pool, the water cleans up the rubbish, and we realise it's not rubbish, it's actually something of great value. I'll go into that in a second, in a little while. So we spend maybe 30 to 40 minutes in that pool, then we get out and go off with our day, go to work or whatever. Now, these two pools represent approaches to practice. The first pool is we just want to have a nice time in our meditation. We want to ignore any upset, anything that bothers us, any discomfort, any unpleasantness. We want to ignore it. So can you imagine if that pool also represents us? So we go into the pool and back out, in, back out. Now we might have a nice time, but the pool is still ringed with rubbish. Nothing has changed, fundamentally. Yeah? The second pool, that is also us now, and also represents us and our meditation practice. So we go to that pool, pool B, and we then take some of the rubbish in with us, and it gets cleaned up. We do that every day. In, out, in, out, in, out. Now, after a while, which pool will be more pleasant to swim in? Pool B. The pool where the rubbish is being cleaned. It's not perfect, but there's a cleaning process, there's a purification process going on, or the word I prefer is a transformational process. That rubbish is transformed into something else. That's not really our concern, what it transforms into. But if we practice well, and practicing well is the second pool approach, and it's primarily what I'm sharing with you, what we practice on our retreats, on our courses. We practice primarily this second pool, which makes a difference over time. The first pool approach doesn't. Now, they're not mutually exclusive. There's nothing wrong with the first pool. But from the first pool, then we start to explore the second pool. We start to explore rubbish. We learn how to work with it. We learn how to how to transform it, how to meet it and greet it. So let's get practical. Let's suppose that we're going to our pool of meditation. First thing in the morning, we sit down. Or even before we sit down, we know there's something bothering us. Let's say it's a sad feeling. Now, if we approach the first pool, if it's pool A that we want, we will ignore it. Just ignore it. Just pretend it's not here. Or in some strange way, we try to push it away, try to suppress it. We have opinions about it. Oh, I hate this. This is horrible. I don't want this. That's a kind of pushing away. We actually go to war on it. We get into conflict with. So that's how a lot of us approach meditation, pool A. But in the pool B approach, what we do is we turn towards it. We may say hello to it quietly inside. And then we feel it. Let's say it's that sad feeling. A sad feeling may be centered around here, but it may be more off the body or amorphous. Just, I'm not quite sure where it is. We might have a few tears. So what we do then with the second pool, with the pool B approach, we turn towards it. We start to feel it, to experience it. It's felt around here. And then we notice what it feels like. This is the cleaning up of the second pool, of pool B. This is how it transforms our life. Because that, let's say that sadness, if not acknowledged, if not experienced, sits there and then festers and turns into a sort of heaviness, or it can turn into anger and resentment and depression. That's what it transforms into when it's suppressed or repressed. So by all means, start off with a few minutes of pool A approach. But we need to turn towards our experience. What's going on right now? That's a good question to ask at the beginning of a meditation. Is there anything bothering me? Now the pool A approach, we can do that any time during the day. It might be listening to music. That's the pool A approach. Or listening to music is included in that pool A approach. It's a way of relaxing and just taking it easy. And we need those times. Okay. It might be going running for some people. It might be sitting having a cup of tea in the garden or stroking the dog. It might be drawing, whatever. Just encouraging you to take the pool B approach, which is 90% of what I'm teaching. There's nothing wrong with pool A, but we need to also be in pool B. Okay? Let's have quite a few more. Just close your eyes. Just feel the body. feeling the breath as it comes and goes. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.